Hey, what's up guys? Derek here with Jaycon Systems. So, we sent out a video and we requested some tutorials and videos from you guys, and Mike in the UK sent us a video and we actually put that online. And now we have a video number 2 from Mike. He has received the free products that we sent out to him, and he actually received them pretty quick, and he is actually doing another video. That's going to be this video where we show you how to use a breadboard and how to set up a breadboard using an Atmega 328 as well as using an FTDI. And well, go ahead and take it away, Mike. Show us how it's done.
Okay, so this is Mike again. I've received my first free gift from jayconsystems.com, so let's open it and unbox what's inside the box right now. Okay, so let's have a look. By the way, this shipped really fast, so there's a thumbs up for you guys. Now, what have we got here? Okay, so this is a breadboard kit. This is an Arduino breadboard kit, and I've got a serial to, I think that's a USB converter, yeah. Serial to USB converter. So this is an FTDI. It's a 5-volt FTDI from which we're going to program this. So let's open the two packages and see exactly what's going on. Okay, so let's have a look at what is in the breadboard kit. So just to clarify, this kit here is when you set it up on a small breadboard, which I'm going to be showing on another tutorial as well, what you get is exactly a small Arduino board, a 32 kilobyte Arduino board with exactly the same digital and analog pins. So let's have a look at exactly what's in this package. So this is a 32 kilobyte Atmega. So I'll put that there. There's a push-on button which is going to be used to reset the whole system. I'll put that there. Now there's a 16 megahertz isolator crystal. I'll put that. These are two capacitors, if I'm not mistaken. These are 22 picofarad capacitors, so let's put these two here. Now there's one more 0.1 microfarad capacitor here. Just put this one there as well. There's a small LED which I think is blue, and there's two resistors. There's a 10k resistor here, and there's a 330 ohm resistor right here. So that resistor is going to be actually used for the LED. Okay, so we've seen the DIY Arduino board. So now, when you've got the board set up, there's one problem. You need to be able to program this thing. So in order to do that, you need a 5-volt FTDI basic USB to serial converter. So basically this is a programmer. So let's have a look at what Jaycon Systems sent us here. Now there's two parts, and be a little bit careful when you open this, because you don't want to cut anything. And also one thing to remember, these are anti-static bags, so save them, don't throw them away. Now, let's have a look at this. This little thing here is what we're going to be programming the Arduino board with. Now, these small headers, we are going to be soldering right here. I'm not going to be showing how I'm going to solder this, because I think that everyone watching this video is familiar with at least soldering. So let's move on to the next video, where I'm going to have to set up the whole system and play a little bit with it. So let's see its potential. Okay, so let's start assembling this small board. Start with the breadboard, of course, which is always in the box. I'm going to be using a few jumper wires. Now, just to clarify on the jumper wires, anywhere you see me using black and red. Black means ground, red means positive voltage. Always, anytime you see black and red in my tutorials, that's exactly what they mean. I'm going to be using a small USB cable to program the board with the FTDI. Okay, so let's start assembling this. First, I'm going to be adding the microcontroller on the breadboard. Anywhere will do, but make sure you use this to go in between it. There you go. Okay. Be a little bit careful with this thing because it's very sensitive. Polarity does matter. Now, first thing you want to do is assemble where you're going to be putting positive or negative currents. So let's use this as positive, and I'll use the top rail as negative. I'll connect my jumper wires there. Now let me add them on the other side, just to clarify that. One more thing. For this, for what exactly I'm doing here, there's a schematic on jayconsystems.com. Where the actual product is, it's in the pictures there, so have a look. I'm going to be adding my own schematics as well, which is not going to be really different than this. So let's move on. Now, if you can see what I've done here, I've put the oscillator, the crystal, right next to the circuit, connected to nothing so far. Now let's start adding a few wires. So start counting pins. This is, just remember that this circuit is a 28 pin integrated circuit. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Both sides make 28 dips. Now that's on pin 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to be adding a red wire, which I'm then going to connect to this rail here, which is positive. There's one more red wire on pin number 6, which I'm going to put right next to this one. And pin number 7 goes to ground, which is the top rail right there. Now, I'm going to be using the small resistor from, no, not yet. Now, from pin number 5, I'm going to get a small current, and then I'm going to transfer this on the LED, which is basically going to be, let's put the resistor first. This LED is going to be the indication that this thing is working or not. So let's make life a little bit easier. Now, here's the LED right here. Now I'm going to be connecting the negative or ground, the LED there, and let's get some current flowing through there. Let me just open these wires. Now to connect the LED with positive, that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, almost there. Now, start working on the other side of the circuit. I've connected the crystal there, so now let's start putting that on the actual board. Okay, so from the crystal, I'm going to be dragging to pin number 7 of this side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From pin number 6, I'm going to connect the other side of the crystal, of the oscillator, which is this right here. Now I'm going to add also one small wire. Also, if you've got smaller jumper wires to work with, it might actually suit you better for this kind of a circuit. Now, let's use the capacitors. Basically, the capacitors here, they work as filters. So what that means is what they actually do is filter electricity, and they just get rid of noise and stuff like that. So I'm going to add the capacitor there.